All right, guys. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome aboard to the morning notes. Just charging my phone this morning. All right. Happy Wednesday, everybody. It is February 15th, 2023. Good morning, Maximo. It is a Wednesday, like I just said. Welcome to the morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of GAR Capital. Sorry, I just kind of forgot what day it was, and just like this week's gone by pretty quickly. Interesting enough, we're getting all the news as we go along. So another day in the books. Let's go ahead and get to it around the horn. Dow futures down about 140 points. NASDAQ down about 0.39%. S&P 500 futures down 0.44%, 41.27. Russell 2000 futures down 0.75% this morning. Crude oil is down 1%, 78.23 a barrel. Gasoline futures down 0.84%. 10-year Treasury yields are up this morning, 3.77%. The US dollar is up this morning, 103.89. The VIX is up as well, but still below 20 at 18.98 with the current price. Gold is down about 1% an ounce at 18.46 with the dollar being higher. Silver as well, 1.55%. Copper still holding right above that $4 level, down about 1.71%. Keep it moving here. The euro dollar 106.86. That's down 49 pips this morning. Dollar yen is up 85 pips, 133.92. Pound dollar is down 157 pips, 120.20. Bitcoin and Ethereum, interesting enough, even with the dollar being higher, is moving higher. 22,750. Ethereum 1579, up 1.28%, and that's where we are this morning. Nice day yesterday. We went 3 for 3 in our trades with the team. Very proud of that. The fact that we didn't do that kind of insurance play, the SPY puts or the QQQ puts. We just said, whatever, we're just going to wait and see what happens with CPI, and I'm glad we did, because those puts wouldn't have worked. Those puts would have been throwing away premium. Now, granted, if you would have bought for Friday, for example, remember, if anything, we would have bought this insurance and bought it for Wednesday expiry. So again, kind of the way the market was holding up, again, I would have probably taken a look at the 410s and 408s, maybe the 405s, and if that's the case, if the 405s would have been for Friday, 408s would have been for Friday. But even if we did the 410s for today expiry, say, those premiums got pretty much nuked. So again, not a lot of fear in the market either. Volatility did fall, but the volatility index was more the implied volatility of the CPI move, when really you just had a little bit of a choppy action. The S&P pretty much ended the day flat, with NASDAQ ending green, even with higher than expected year-over-year inflation. So kind of focus on the flows. A lot of people are still you see the piling into equities, even with all the bad news out there. And I went ahead and posted a tweet that the bears are running out of, I hate to say, catalysts. Again, what happened when we priced it now? Now we have a higher than expected CPI. We just got our retail sales number. That's great. The CPI's number beat. Now, again, if you're looking from the prism or the perspective of that, higher retail sales is going to increase rates. But we know we're going to get higher rates. The Fed has been saying that. Wink, wink, right? They've been saying that. Again, I don't really mind what they're saying. I mean, I'll go ahead and tweet what they're saying because that's important. But I don't believe them. And again, the reason I say that is because in December, they had an opportunity to raise it another 75. And they only did 50, knowing that January there was no rate hike, when we just got a 25 basis point hike. So we may not be pausing rate hikes, but at least we are slowing the rate hikes itself. So you're not getting 75 anymore, probably more than likely not getting 50. You're just going to get 25 and 25 small bites. Does it still kind of tighten financial conditions? Yes, you could see that it is affecting the dollar and yields going higher. But again, not exactly much going on in terms of the indices. Very, very much chop right now. So again, if you're trying to play the indices or play futures, it's a difficult trek. But what you have at least is with options. We traded Palantir yesterday, we traded Boeing yesterday, and we traded Tesla yesterday. We got all three, so well done, team. In terms of the market, I'm still holding those Tesla calls, but in terms of the market, again, you could see kind of the trend lines holding true on the daily, still at kind of a consolidation phase, man. The last 9 sessions, we've been kind of stuck. So what would probably put us at the top, over the top? Tomorrow we have PPI. I don't think that would be such a big mover, but again, OPEX on Friday might be. Again, I'm still waiting for 42.44. That's the target that we're looking for on ES. Again, 4,300 or so. That would get us to around the August highs. But we're still kind of in no man's land right now. I think the market is more of a wait and see approach. As you know, with seasonality, the end of February tends to be a little weaker. March is going to be stronger. April is going to be strong. Those are seasonally strong months. But as of right now, it's really just a focus on individual names. So yesterday we went ahead and traded Tesla, and the reason we traded it was that we had that bounce here off that 100-day and that 50-day cross. So I just want to kind of show you a little bit of how we do things here. And you can see on the watch list and alerts, I went ahead and posted this yesterday right around 10 a.m. And again, we're looking to regain that level of around 214. This level that we're just going to retrace back to Thursday levels, and we're above the 50 MA on the hourly chart. Market seems to be shrugging off the CPI report here, and we were right. And that was our entry was right at, you could see we were right around 201.85. We are now at 212.80. So again, if you are long Tesla, I would take that profit this morning. I know I will. So again, a nice trade, everybody. Could we break out higher? Absolutely. If we break above 218.93, my next target is 225.45. That's the 200 MA. If we break above that 200 MA, then you also have a gap here at 261.81. So again, Tesla has been one of those big market movers. We know there's always volume. Sometimes the prices get a little expensive and get ahead of us, $4 or $5 premiums. But again, depends on the strike. But a well done trade by the team. We also took Palantir yesterday. Nice trade again, playing the breakout on the earnings day. That thing was up 20% in terms of the stock. You can see Palantir here, kind of pulling back a little bit, right around about 18 cents this morning. You have a big resistance here around $9.40. I've had people ask me, would you be buying at this level? Again, if we break above 940, then yes, it would be interesting. But again, I think right now, just trading options gives you a little more flexibility on these individual names, and that's what we want to do. In terms of Boeing, I like Boeing's chart a lot. I think Boeing has a lot more room to the upside, even though we caught it yesterday. I have an alert above 220, 220.28. If that does break, we got a little more room to run. 220.28, that would be a breakout. You may have until 225. That's your 200 weekly MA. So let's go ahead and place an alert above that. If we can break that, then I'll start taking a look at some possible opportunities for more upside calls, or if that resistance does hold, then we could play some puts possibly down to around the 215, 210 area. So again, opportunities, guys, it's just in the individual names, not the indices, even though we always talk about SPY and Qs and ES and everything like that, but it's the individual names that are giving us a lot of the opportunities here. So went 3 for 3 yesterday with Boeing, Palantir, and Tesla. Well done, team. If you guys are holding some, that's fine. Tesla's going to be nice this morning, so go ahead and take it. If you have Palantir this morning, again, you could always take it. I think would probably be up about 15% or so if you're still holding it. And Boeing, again, I think Boeing has a little more room to the upside. Again, if you're holding that, that's fine, but 220 would be that resistance, if not 221. If 221 hits or 220, again, you could always take profits as well. But again, the thing with our signal group, understand, is that we'll give you the option. We let you guys know what you want to do. We're not your fund managers either. Again, it's just trade signals. So again, it gives you guys a lot of flexibility of how you guys want to trade. I've spoken to many of our members through DM on our Discord channel, and I've had that discussion with them in regards to, again, how you trade is how you trade. What you guys want to accomplish is what you guys want to accomplish. You have so many different types of traders in the actual service, whether it's someone who has a full-time job that's just trying to make some side money. That's more of the basic members. Premium would be those that have a little more time, maybe a desk job, where they're actually looking at the charts. And masterclass are those who are fully committed and want to learn this business. And so far we've done so well, pretty well. So I'm very proud of that. I'm not looking to add too much risk here, especially after a nice 3 for 3 day yesterday. Again, I'm not your fund manager either, but again, we're not going to just add risk just to add risk, and that's kind of important. I want you guys to maximize your gains and not give anything away, and that's what we want to do. Let's go and take a look at Google support. We'll take a look here. Google taking a big hit, obviously, with this ChatGPT and Microsoft stuff. Microsoft been strong. So let's take a look at Google. Google right now, at least on the short term, is bearish. And the reason I say that is you're below the 20-day moving average. The good news is that you filled this gap here around 94.42. Could we get a little more of a pop? Sure, but I would wait for that break of around 96.05. And if that does break, I'm taking a look at the 99 strike. That is your 20-day EMA. And again, you can see this nice trend line that is very similar to the S&P. You need to get to 96.06. All we did is fill that gap. Now the problem is that you got another gap down here right around 89.48. So we have some continuation there. If we break down this daily lower end of this wick, 92.67, 92.68, if that does break, I would be taking a look at this put strike here around 89 or 89.48. But as you can see, that was a nice daily close candle. You could see that right now 96.06, again being that 100-day moving average. If that breaks above, that'll be a break us above the trend line and above the 100-day moving average. I would look for calls up to 99. So again, I have Google on my watch list for the next potential setup. A few words on US 30. Thank you. This is the Dow Jones 30. We're gonna go to DJI. Okay, let's take a look at DJI on daily above major moving averages, but nothing really to it right now. You need to get above around 34.6 to make any kind of moves here on DJI. We'll go ahead and set it up to DIA, which is the the Spider Dow ETF, and that's going to be a little easier to trade. So in terms of resistance and what we're looking for, you really need to clear right around 347, 348 to do anything here. Could you get a little bit of more momentum if we break above, let's say 340, 348? Yes, but then you need to go and place a stop right around 340, maybe 338 or so. And again, the volume is there for DIA sometimes. I think SPY is obviously a lot better, but in terms of edge, at least in the daily, there isn't much. If we go to the hourly chart, you can see it's just chop fest. Now, if you're owning some DIA or trading calls on it, you're hoping for a rotation out of growth into value. And again, if you get higher interest rates, that might be the case. But again, as of right now, Alex, there is not much going on in DIA or US 30, which is the Dow Jones Industrial 30 average. It's just not much there. Individual names, yes. Take a look at TSM this morning. We do know that Warren Buffett scaled out his longs on TSM. You could see that it is down about $5 pre-market. That gets to around 92 or so. That is below the 20-day. You do have a couple of gaps here. You can see this gap here of right around, let's see here, 82.01. That's possibly a good short if we break it below 90. So I'm going to place an alert at 89.70. And again, you don't have to be bearish on the market to play puts either. Some individual names, those puts make sense. So again, I like this, like a put here if we break below 89.70 to at least target 85 or so. Then you have a nice gap to fill here on the daily. You also have another one here right around 78.82. And again, as long as we're below the 20, at least in the momentum side, we'd expect more of the same. But Google still has at least the 20-day moving average above it. So again, if we break 89.70, I'm taking a look at TSM to play around 85 or so. And if we break that, then again, we may have to hit it all the way down to 78.89. Could be a nice little swing trade. We'll see how the option chain and the market goes in terms of TSM. And of course, that's going to affect all the other chips. Again, you could see that AMD not affected as much, but it is down pre-market, a couple of cents. Let's take a look at NVIDIA, which has been an absolute great ride in terms of the stock. I did not trade NVIDIA yesterday, and I wanted to, but I didn't. I went ahead and chose Tesla. NVIDIA is now at $227.50, about $2.20 from the close yesterday, while Tesla is up more than, rather say, $4 pre-market. So, well, a good choice that we did. We chose wisely on that end. So, again, guys, if you're on Discord and you're part of our team, again, you see those profits, you go ahead and take it and make yourself have a nice rest of your week. If you don't feel like trading, sometimes getting those 3 for 3 right off the rip, you really don't need to do much after that. But again, we'll be looking for opportunities as we go. So I just wanted to take the moment to say congratulations, team. And again, if you are interested in joining our service, here is the website, is gar.capital. We would love to have you on board. We also got some promos up if you guys are interested. Love to have you guys on board as always. We'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. We just had that retail sales number this morning. Again, a very, very strong consumer, at least right now. Now, if they're using credit or cash, again, that's a whole different conversation. 3% month over month on U.S. retail sales. The forecast was 2%. Previous was negative 1.1%. Core retail sales, we strip out fuel and auto. That'll be month over month 2.3% with the forecast of 0.9%. Kind of tough to talk about a recession when you have this kind of strong retail sales and of course this kind of flow into equities right now. Anyways, we'll go ahead and leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your morning. I will see you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Cheers and have a great Wednesday.